Good morning. Day 235 of rowing, and I decided to start doing Kari Pearce's HIIT strength in the morning. So Kari Pearce is a CrossFit athlete. I don't think she does it anymore. She has a kid, or maybe two now. I don't know. But she had like these 30-day programs, like one for abs, which I did a bunch of times. And I got the high or hit, what do you want to call it, the hit strength one, which I never really did. I think I did like 1 week of it and I just stopped. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll start doing this. So it's like a 30-day thing, lightweight stuff. I guess it's a good supplemental thing because my back is really fucked. Well, not really. Georgie actually kind of fixed it a little bit yesterday. So it turns out that like there's a big knot in my ass that is like affecting my nerve. And so every time I stand up straight from like a squat, it like just shoots pain down my leg. But he worked on it yesterday and it felt a lot better. And it felt a lot better today, except for when I was doing the Romanian deadlifts. And that was kind of bothering it. But I kept the weight light. So it's a nice light thing to do in the morning. So I'm going to try that for 30 days. And I totally forgot that I had it. So it's nice. It's a nice little thing to follow. So I will see what the results will be in a month. I was going to kind of wait until like September to start, but I was like, no, I'll just start it now. I just need to start doing something else in the morning. And he did like suggest, why don't you just start doing hypertrophy in the morning? Just don't do, because like the program I have is like 2 hours. I do not have 2 hours in the morning. I think I can dedicate at least 30 minutes to 40 minutes in the morning for something like that. And that's why I try to keep it really like short, because it is kind of like a supplemental thing to do before I get ready for work. And when I get home, that's like when we work out. So we'll see. I felt good. I felt good doing the goblet squats, but like I said, I kept it light. I'm keeping everything light at this moment. I don't know. Monday is going to be back squats. I don't know how I'm going to do. I'm not going to stress out too much about it. I might do landmine hack squats instead until I get this thing situated. But from him working on it, from the way how it felt yesterday to him working on it last night and this morning, I was able to move the 5-gallon jugs onto the rack. So with a little bit of pain, it was like, it depends on what position I'm like throwing the weight at and stuff. So I'm glad it was like, it's getting better. I just have to be patient. I don't want to be patient. Today I'm having a chocolate power egg yolk cream coffee. Yes, the egg yolk cream is now a staple. I do drink my coffee black at work. Like if I bring a black coffee with me to drink at work, and depending on how I feel, I'll either go to the break room. I stopped bringing my industrial 2-pot carafe that I was bringing and drinking the whole thing. I stopped doing that. If I want another cup of coffee, I will hobble my ass over to the break room and go get it. I really haven't though. I've been good at staying at like 4 cups of coffee a day. But I've been getting this Neuro gum. I don't know if you guys know what Neuro gum is. Neuro gum is like a caffeine focused gum. And it was given to me at work one day by somebody, and I really liked it. I noticed a difference. I liked the way how it felt, and also it's just a nice gum, xylitol, whatever. So I've been getting that. George and I have been chewing that. And I noticed, because I took a break from it. I was trying to reduce my caffeine, so I stopped taking it, and I was just sticking with the with the coffee. What I did notice with that gum, if I chew it at 4 on our way home, that's what's been stopping me from binging, I noticed. Because I was like, well, what else has changed that's causing me to not want to binge anymore? And I was like, oh, the gum. That's surprising. I guess maybe having something in my mouth that's like sweet and chewing it, maybe that's helping. So we're not giving that up. It's helping a lot. I've been really good about the snacking. Yesterday after work, I worked out. Georgie had to go do some stuff for his mom, but we went to Whole Foods. I got some packets of ground beef, super expensive, but it's like packets of like venison, bison, and beef, and it's got like all the organ meat ground into it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. I don't know what the name of it is. I don't feel like getting up and getting it, but I wanted to start incorporating that into our ground beef. I mean, it's Costco 3 packs is like $20, and these a pack of this one is like fucking 18, I think, or something like that. It's insane. Whole Foods is mad insane expensive. And I don't know, like politically or whatever, but I have a friend, quote, quote. I follow her just because I find her posts extremely humorous, but I don't comment on anything because I don't want her to block me. Because it's kind of like, well, you know, you came down here from New York for a specific reason, and now you want to turn Florida into New York. And I was like, isn't that like the definition of insanity almost in a way? Like, what the fuck? So anyways, they were doing a protest at Trader Joe's. Some protest that they're doing fucking at Trader Joe's in Publix. And they're like, to resist. And I was like, I was like, I've been protesting them for years. I'm resisting their high prices. I don't think she blocked me, but I'll go back and see. I was like, those high prices are definitely criminal, for sure. Oh well, people need to get a sense of humor. I mean, we only have such a short time here. Why waste it on getting mad at dumb shit? But going good. Like I said, today, you know, is Sunday, Sardine Sunday, but I'm going to omit Sardine Sunday, sorry, because I'm thinking about doing a 3-day sardine fast. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The reason why is Friday is punk rock karaoke, and I want to see if I can cut up a little bit before I go. Just, you know, just so I look good in my midriff and short shorts. I totally dress the way and totally age inappropriate, but I don't fucking care. So we'll see how I feel by then. I think I can do it. I've done it before. And I felt really good. Like when I went to go visit my girlfriend in New York, I was on a 3-day fast, and I didn't have anything to eat. I was ska dancing. I was jumping around. I was skanking all over the place. We didn't get home till 3 or till the hotel till like 3 o'clock. And I didn't have anything to eat since I think it was maybe 2 p.m. Because we went down to Queens and we got coffee. It was literally 100 degrees outside. I went and got coffee, and I got hot coffee because I'm insane. And even like when we would do Highland games and stuff like that, and it's hot as shit. People are sweating. I'll be drinking hot coffee. I love hot coffee. I don't like iced coffee, but I was thinking about like getting like this weird iced coffee maker just because it was weird. Like now I want to start collecting all these weirdo coffee contraptions. Call it the coffee contraption hour or whatever. And then I was like thinking even deeper, and I'm like, I've been kind of craving a boba tea. I don't know if you guys know what a boba tea is, like a Japanese or Asian drink. It's pure sugar with like little balls of tapioca. The balls of tapioca used to always mess up my stomach. Excuse me. It would mess up my stomach really bad. But I would still get a boba. I love boba tea. So, you know, at work, thinking, I'm like, you know, maybe I can make a keto/ketovore, I guess, if you want to call it, approved boba drink with gelatin balls instead of tapioca. And it'd be really like healthy. So I'm going to try it. So with gelatin, I don't, it's not like agar. I don't think you can just drop it into water and it turns into balls. I think agar is like a seaweed, like gelatin kind of, but it's for like vegans. It's disgusting, and that fucks up my stomach too. But there was like a special dessert that they wanted me to make with agar. I think it's called agar that they wanted me to make little balls with it. And then we tried it, and I don't think that didn't work. Something else didn't work, and we just wound up not doing it. But yeah, I'm going to try it. So I ordered myself a little, it's an ice maker, and it's supposed to make like little balls of ice, but I bought it for gelatin to see if I could make it and see if it comes out good. So I'll make myself maybe like an egg yolk cream with coffee gelatin boba in it. something kind of cool like that. And I mean, yeah, I guess I would consider keto, but whatever. I bought fermented black garlic. That's extremely good for you, by the way. I used to use it all the time and I kind of just stopped. But I got some to add to the ground beef, to the, because it tastes really good. And that actually, because it's fermented, it doesn't mess up your stomach. Like I ate just a ball. And I used to eat raw garlic, and that, but I would always get a stomach ache afterwards. But I had a ball of delicious fermented garlic yesterday. I just popped it in my mouth. I'm like, I can sit here and eat this like candy, actually. But I didn't, because it's expensive. I mean, yeah, start adding a little bit of flavoring to our dishes and whatnot. But I just have to do a little bit of baking today. Got pancakes, kombucha, the ground beef, and I'm going to be making my cats some meatballs as well. I bought them some powdered vitamins. I also got them a pack of that ultra expensive ground beef with the organs in it, and a thing of Wagyu as well. So maybe I'll do a little video for that, because I feel bad for them. They get a prescription, a very expensive prescription cat food. They were getting taken care of, but they're also seem like they're kind of missing something. So I was like, you know what? I'll start giving them, especially the outside cats, because they're used to eating fresh, raw meat. And I feel terrible. I was playing with my phone yesterday, and my little calico, I think she had kittens before, because every time like I'll play a video with a kitten in it, she'll come running up and she'll start like looking for them. The other cats don't do that, but she will. She'll come running up. She'll like be looking for the kittens. So I found a video of a baby rabbit crying. So I played it, and her and Big Brother came running in, and they're like looking around and smelling, and their ears are all pricked up, and they're like super like, where is that little shit? I'm hungry. I'll silence that in a minute when you're in my belly. So now I know how to like find them if they're like hiding somewhere in the house. I'll play the baby rabbit crying. It's so sad. I think that is their favorite. I think out of all the things that they have brought home, I think the rabbits were the most. I was surprised that the rats were not the most. She did bring home a baby rabbit. She had a dead rat tucked away to the side. And I think she also had like a mouse. I don't think it was a baby rat. I think it was a mouse. Because it was like a little bit, it was way smaller, and it had like big eyes. It was really cute, but it was half eaten too. Yeah. For such a little cat, she's got an insatiable appetite. Yes. So, sardine fast before karaoke. I'm excited. I'm excited to actually have like somewhere to go this weekend coming up. I'm going to work Sunday. So I have to make sure that I get up on time Friday, because we have to do 8 hours, and sometimes I come in a little late on the OT days. I work Sunday, so I have to make sure on Saturday after the punk rock karaoke that I'm not too wasted. I don't drink. Alcohol has not touched these lips in like 15 years. I don't drink, but I stay up. And sometimes I'll stay up for like 26 hours. I remember one time we went to Orlando. This was when I was working nights. It was a nightmare. We went to SeaWorld, and it was like right after my shift when I was working overnights, and we went to SeaWorld. That was a 32-hour day, and I felt so sick by the end of the day. That was not fun. And my head and that was during COVID too. So also I just felt like shit. My head was shaved at the time, so I was bald. And I had the mask on, and I like saw pictures of myself, and I looked like I was like a cancer patient. I wasn't. My hair was falling out. I have issues with my hair. Maybe I'll prop up some pictures to show like my hair started falling out. In high school, what we used to do is shave my head and then bleach it. And we were doing that like every 2 weeks, and that destroyed my scalp to begin with. But then because we were getting the stuff from Sally's, which is like professional. I don't think it's supposed to be touching your skin to begin with. But like I said, shave my head. We didn't do like no, we just rubbed it all in. We didn't even try to like not have it touch my scalp at all. Burn the fuck out of my scalp. And we fell asleep one day. I fell asleep with it on my scalp, and it wound up burning right here. It burned like a hole in my head. So I was bald. I was bald like a guy has like the receding hairline. I was bald like that for like a long ass fucking time. So I was just shaving my head, just shaving it. And then I would let it grow out and it would look good. But I'm like very super self conscious right here because it's kind of thin. So I'd always wind up shaving it off. But right now, is I'm at that point where it's like if I keep my hair short, it's gonna be short pretty much for the rest of my life. And right now it's long, and I like my long hair. I'm buying product for it. I have a bonnet that I wear because I put my hair up in a bonnet when I sleep. I have curly hair too. So I have all these products. I don't have time to use a diffuser in the morning. It's either do this or sit there with the fucking diffuser on my head to try to get the curls better. But the curls come out fine with just water. Like right now it's straight because I sweated like a horse and put it up and it loses its curls. But like if I just get out of the shower and let it just air dry, it curls right up. So that's a good thing. And I was getting these awesome vitamins, Vita something, and they discontinued them. But those, because I did the other ones, they're fucking expensive. They start with an N. It's like neuro something or neuro. I don't know. If you know what it is, put in the comments. I'm not going to look it up. I'm lazy. But I got those. They were super expensive. I noticed that my hair was actually shedding more with them, so I stopped taking them. Well, I took the first dose, and I was like, you know what? I'm not noticing any improvement like I did with the ones I was taking, and then I wound up taking them again, and like huge difference. Like I would barely see any shed when I would like only wash my hair once a week. I wet it every morning before work, and I put a product in it to help with the matting because my hair does mat from me just wearing it in a ponytail all day or just wearing it up. It's just nothing but knots. It's always matted. It's knotted. It's annoying, but I love it, and I'm trying to take the best care of it. So I don't know why I went off on my hair. Hair, who cares, right? But yeah, today's going to be a very busy day. Also, I have a little toy that I bought. It's a 9-in-1 cleaner. It's like a brush. You charge it to kind of like looking at my disgusting shower, and I'm excited to like wash it. So I might do a little video about that. I'm not sure. And also got to do our supplements as well. Might do a little video about that. I take a lot of supplements. So when my grandpa died, my aunt told me that he had just an insane amount of just supplements. And I was like, oh, sounds like me. I got a shit ton. I like looking shit up. I like just Googling random shit for what would help with this. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get that. So I do like supplements. And I know on the carnivore lion diet or whatever, I guess like taking extra supplements. I'm not sure. I know I've heard some people say like fish oil, CoQ10 or nothing. But like I said, I've been taking these for years. I get my blood work done. My blood work looks good. I'm excited to see what it looks like now with my extremely high fat diet. But I have a feeling that I have a feeling that it won't be too bad. Because when I did keto, my blood work was actually really, really good. And I was eating a lot of treats at that time. But also we were doing CrossFit 6 days a week and I was commuting by bicycle. Well, I guess I row every morning. So I guess I can kind of compensate for commuting my bike every morning, I guess. Yeah, I rode my bike like 12 years straight. I just rode my bike. That's how I got around. That's how I would ride down to St. Pete. That's 25 miles, right back and forth. I'd ride to the beach. When I was working overnights at the health food store, that was 20 miles round trip. So it was 10 miles down and 10 miles back up. And at the time, that was when the hipsters and the fixed gear scene was pretty popular. So we used to ride with a bunch of people from that scene. So we would all meet up. This was before my shift at work. So my shift was at 9. And we would meet up at the bike shop at 6. And we would ride the 3 bridges, which if anybody's familiar with Clearwater, it'd be Clearwater Bridge, Sand Key, and then Bel Air. And then we'd come back around and up. So it was a lot of riding. That I ride home. I really liked it. But the thing was I think I just deteriorated all of my muscle. Just all cardio, no weight training. I did P90X while I was riding my bike. But I mean, I just never had like good muscle definition. And that could have been, too much cardio, not enough. Because at that time, working at the health food store, I think I was more into vegetarianism at that point. I've been vegan, I've done vegetarian, I've done keto, doing quote carnivore. I guess you can call it modified. I haven't successfully done a lion diet yet, but I have done all the diets. Done all of them so far. This one seems to be the one that is working the best. If I'm giving myself some grace as in the quote modified part of carnivore, like I'm not being too strict or dogmatic about it. I'm being chill. I'm adding things that I want within my personal parameters. Nothing set in stone. Like I said before, I think this community is pretty cool. I mean, people are going to tell you what they're going to tell you. But as far as like being a vegan and you say, hey, I slipped and I ate a piece of fish or something, they'll drag you out and beat the shit out of you. Those people are scary. Very frightening, in a way, But yeah, a lot of bike riding. But I do remember because when people stop drinking too, when I stopped drinking, I gained so much weight. And I was still riding my bike as much, but we were riding our bikes down to Dunedin, and not to drink like we used to, but to buy a pizza and eat the whole pizza ourselves. It was pretty much a whole pizza because George would get four slices and I would get 4 slices. And 4 slices for like Georgie's body is just different. I mean, it's annoying in a way because he can seem to eat whatever he wants and he just builds muscle. Me, if I eat whatever I want, I turn into a blob. So I have to be very careful of what I put in my body, I guess, which is fine. I kind of like the accountability for it, or I like the challenge of it, I guess. And it doesn't seem too challenging right now. I'm not tempted really by anything. More or less just tempted by trying different recipes like the quote ketovore boba, which I am going to try to make that. Also, I forgot her name. She made cinnamon rolls with egg whites and gelatin. Oh my God. If anybody knows her, maybe I'll put it in the description if I look it up. I have my iPad right here, but it's off. I don't feel like turning it on. But she did a recipe, which I do want to try. Now, egg whites mess with my stomach. That's kind of why I stopped eating. That's why I only stay with egg yolks. But I do want to try this recipe because it did look amazing. And for the dough, for the cinnamon roll dough, it was just egg yolks, gelatin, and I think she put collagen in there too. And I was like, that looks bomb. And like that's something I could definitely work with, or I could at least try. I can also try to see if I can make maybe like a cake, like a sheet cake with the beef isolate and egg yolks. If I'm going to see how this recipe does with my stomach, and if I like it, I don't know, I might make pancakes with it or do something different besides cinnamon rolls. But it looked really good. And for the cream cheese icing, I might try something else because cream cheese, I noticed, and even though I'm doing dairy free this month or now, I'm extending it for now 90 days, 3 months, see what's up. I might try something different for the icing, but it was a really good recipe, and she does a lot of awesome recipes. There's a lot of stuff I want to try. I do remember when I was making cinnamon rolls, the keto ones, the dough was mostly like, it was almond flour, coconut flour, and then it was like shredded mozzarella cheese. It came out great. It came out like the dough, but it was just so much cheese. I'm like, looking back, I'm like, God, my diet pretty much was just cheese and erythritol. I was pooping good. Erythritol makes you poop. Well, it gives you diarrhea. And I have noticed that my digestion, I have been using the bathroom daily, which I didn't even do that when I was with the diet coach eating all those vegetables and fruits, which was crazy. And it was very uncomfortable because I always felt like I had to go and I couldn't. I was like, I guess I was constipated. and just bloated as shit. So yes, a win-win for carnivore for sure. A win-win now on getting my fat where it's supposed to be, with my digestion and everything. This morning I weighed myself and I am now officially 5 pounds down from when I started. So I'm 134. When I started, I was 139. Next week I'll take a comparison picture. 'Cause I think I look the same. So it's like almost like not really feel like wasting my time doing it every 2 weeks or whatever. But at the end of the month, I'll put up my Renfo but now because I'm not doing my Renfo every day, it's not doing like the little it doesn't do that. It just shows like dots because I'm like doing it every 2 weeks. I got so mad at it, and then it's not the stupid scale's fault. It's either it was a false reading, or I really did just turn to Jello that time because everything was my fat, my visceral fat, and my visceral fat's always been extremely low. And then when I started carnivore, it even got lower, which was crazy. You would think that it would be the other way around, but no, it got much lower. So next week we'll see what the measurements say and whatnot. But I'm happy officially 5 pounds down. I don't really have that much more to go. I mean, realistically, I think my goal weight might be unrealistic unless I want to lose like all my muscle. And I don't want to. I've worked very hard for it, but that's what I was talking to George. I'm like, I want to get back down to like 125. And he's like, you might be, that's probably going to be sacrificing a lot of your muscle. He's like, you don't have that much. That's why it's so hard for you to lose. You don't have a lot to lose. He's like, when people have a lot to lose, they lose it a lot easier once they get everything on point. And he's like, you really don't. So it's going to be like, you're going to pretty much have to starve yourself to get down to that. Maybe. I don't know. So I have to be more lenient. Maybe a happy 130. 128, maybe. I don't know. I might be having unrealistic goals, but hey, look, I'm doing it without GLPs. And I don't know who was talking about. I think it was Aaron talking to that guy that used to be 600 pounds. And they were talking about GLPs and like that the insurance wouldn't cover it. My cousin tried to get on GLPs through insurance as well because she was morbidly obese and she had heart problems. And they wouldn't cover it for her either. But you can get it through a clinic. There's a clinic that I get my testosterone from. They're like, oh, well, since you're having problems with binge eating, why don't you we can prescribe you Retta. And Retta is just a more aggressive form of GLPs. I'm like, whoa, hold on. So a doctor, an insurance company or a doctor won't prescribe a basic GLP for someone who actually has weight issues, but you're telling me you guys have no problem giving me, who's really not overweight at all, just having mental issues, something's going on up here to make me want to binge when I get home, that you're going to prescribe me a more aggressive GLP? That's insane. No, thank you. And I was like, I appreciate it, but I really want to try to get this issue, settled. I've known 3 people that have been in GLPs and have lost mad weight. One of them, I thought he was sick and I felt bad because I was like, oh, you're looking good. And I was like, not to be rude or anything, but are you okay? And he's like, oh yeah. I started taking Manjaro. Oh, so I'm like, bro, I thought you got AIDS. I mean, I don't want to say AIDS, but I thought you got cancer or something. Like, you do not look good, because he was so heavy. And then he lost 150 pounds pretty fast. It seemed like it was a year. A year seems to be going by like a fucking week now, though. But yeah. And he told me, yeah, he got it on Groupon, but he had to pay out of pocket. It was not prescribed to him. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you want these shits and insurance is not going to cover it, I guess you have to get it through a clinic or something like that. Because a clinic has no problem prescribing it. They're going to give it to me, no problem. And it's funny because every time they ask me because I take peptides and I take testosterone. I do take a peptide. It's a 5-amino something, and it's supposed to help with muscle retention and fat burning. But I've been taking it for 4 months now, and the only time I really start seeing like a difference was when I got my diet under control. So, I mean, I like it. It seems to be helping. I like I said, I have to give it time. I try to give a grace period, usually 3 months, but this one, a vial is every 2 months. And it seems to be doing good. I mean, if I can get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and do what I'm doing and then work 10 hours and then come home and do the gym, it might be helping with that. I was taking something before that. It was bioprotein, but it was like $800 a month because I had to buy it for George and I was like, that's a little expensive. And when I went to go get my blood work done, my growth hormone didn't go up that much, and it was supposed to be like a growth hormone uh, supplement to help raise your natural growth hormone without taking actual growth hormone. So when like I said, it's a good thing that I get my blood work done because then I can see my growth hormone didn't go up. I think the only thing that really helped it get up was deer antler velvets. So I've been taking that, and I noticed that last time I had my blood work done, my GH was up. So I think it's from the deer antler velvet supplement. So that seems to work. So I stopped taking the bioprotein. I'm taking this amino. I think so far, I think I like it. They did give me one that was a SARM, a selective androgen modulator or whatever. And my liver numbers came out funny. But that was also when I broke my foot. So Georgie's like, that could have been when you broke your foot. I guess like if you have a broken bone and your body's healing it, that can also affect your liver count too, I guess. I don't know. But they said that this stuff is non-hormonal, like it won't mess with my hormones. That's why they suggested it, because of my stupid fibroids. So my fibroids are preventing me from getting amazing treatment that I want to get. Because every time I ask them for it, they're like, oh, it says there on your chart you have fibroids and it's not good to take it. It's like, I don't fucking care if it's my problem, not yours. But then you're going to give me this shit, this fucking, this insane, appetite suppressant. So, okay, I guess you got to pick your battles or whatever. And the vintage muscle, so far I've been on it for like a month. And like I said, I think I'm noticing a little bit of a difference. But now that if I start adding in like more of a weight training thing in the morning, maybe I'll start seeing more muscle improvement. I mean, I feel good. I feel solid. I look okay, I think. I don't know. And like I said, I love taking supplements. I love throwing my money in a toilet and flushing them. But not really, because I am seeing improvement. Getting blood work done regularly does help. But the thing about the GLPs and everything like that, yeah, insanity that insurance won't cover it. But then again, people who should not be taking it, people who are abusing it, and like I know someone, my cousin was abusing it, not the one that was not able to get it prescribed to her, but my other cousin who is really taking advantage of that. I think she's getting better now, but yeah, it's not good. And all these celebrities are on it promoting it too, and I just have a feeling that it's gonna have a big backlash coming up. Maybe. I mean, I hope not. I don't want anybody to die from this shit, but some of them, like poor Ariana Grande, it's like she's disappearing, and it's very concerning. It's like, yeah, there's a difference between being like just skinny, and then there's like emaciated, like you look like you just came from a very special camp that, it's not good. You look like you look like a fucking prisoner from a foreign war or whatever. But yeah, anyways, rambling on. Happy Sunday. I will probably come up with those videos of the supplements and my clean shower just to put it up. Maybe I'll just make it a short. Won't waste anybody's time. But anyways, y'all have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.